Good morning students, welcome to SST So Simple Tutorial. Today we are going to start a new lesson, Globalization and the Indian Economy. It is a very easy and interesting lesson to learn. Globalization implies weakening of physical boundaries, wherein there exists free flow of goods, services, capital and people from one country to another without any restrictions. With globalization, we see that the entire world gets transformed into a single global village. The entire world is integrated into one economic space. Students, you must have heard of the phrase Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam. It is a Sanskrit phrase found in Maha Upanishad. Vasudha means the earth and Kutumbakam means family. That means the world is but a family. That means all the people living on this earth are a part of the same family. It is considered the most important moral value in the Indian society. From Nehruji to Modiji, India's leaders have often used this phrase Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam to elucidate the country's global outlook. This is a simple introduction to the lesson. As we sail through the lesson, you will develop a better understanding of the lesson. As a consumer, just look around and you will find a wide choice of goods and services before you, no matter where they are made of. You have the latest models of cars, TVs, mobiles just within your reach. But this was not the case few decades ago. Our markets have transformed in these few decades. How all these things happened? What factors brought these changes? To understand all this, let us begin with MNCs. The most important player in the process of globalization is the MNCs. MNC means multinational corporations. What is an MNC? An MNC is a company that owns or controls production in more than one nation. For example, you must have heard of Ford cars. Ford car is an MNC. It has set up production centers at different locations throughout the globe. MNCs set up their production centers where they can get cheap labor and other resources where it is close to the market. All this is done so that the cost of production is low and the MNCs can earn huge profits. Besides, they also look for government policies, whether the policy look after their interests or not. The production process adopted by the MNCs is very complex. You will find that the product is produced globally. The products are designed at one place, manufactured at some other place, assembled at a different place and sold to the world market. Finally, customer care is also provided from still a different location. You can see the box in page 56, spreading of production by an MNC. A large MNC producing industrial equipment designs its products in research centers in the United States and then has the components manufactured in China. These are then shipped to Mexico and Eastern Europe, where the products are assembled and the finished products are sold all over the world. Meanwhile, the company's customer care is carried out through call centers located in India. Thus, they are able to make 50 to 60% cost savings. I hope you must have understood how the product was produced globally. Let us now see what are the different ways by which MNCs spread their production. After assuring that all the above conditions are met, they set up the factories. First of all, they undertake investment. This type of investment is called foreign investment. Foreign investment means the money that is spent on buying assets such as land, building, machines and other equipments in another country. A second way is to seek direct collaboration with local companies. This method is of some advantage to the local companies. First, MNCs can provide money to local companies for additional investments like buying new machines for faster production. Secondly, MNCs might provide them with the latest technology for production. Sometimes the MNCs buy the local companies and then expand production. Sometimes large MNCs place orders for production with small producers. They purchase goods like garments and footwear from these small producers and then sell these under their own brand names to the customers. In your textbook, you will find a woman at home in Ludhiana making football for a large MNC. This is how the MNCs spread their production in different countries across the globe. Students, in history, we read about the trade routes which connected India with the markets both in the East and West. We read about the various European East India companies that came to India for trade. So, it was the foreign trade that had been connecting countries. So, what does a foreign trade do? A foreign trade creates an opportunity for the producers to reach beyond the domestic markets. Producers can sell their produce not only in markets located within the country but can also compete in markets located in other countries. From the buyer's perspective, if you see, they produce more choice of goods besides what is domestically produced. So, it is because of foreign trade that goods travel from one market to another. Choice of goods in the market rises. Prices of similar goods tend to become equal in markets. This is how foreign trade results in connecting the different markets or integrating the markets in different countries. Let us now see the questions from the topic discussed today. Question number 1. Distinguish between investment and foreign investment. 2. Why do MNCs set up offices and factories in those regions where they get cheap labor and other resources? This is 1 mark question that came in 2016. How has foreign trade been integrating markets of different countries? Explain with examples. It is again a 5 mark question that came in 2018. I hope you have understood this topic discussed now. In the next class, we will read what is globalization and what are the factors that enabled globalization. Till then, keep reading and have a nice time. Thank you.